runner's circuit number 2. So we have 3 movements today. We're doing these in what's called an AMRAP, or as many rounds or reps as possible in 12 minutes. So after I show the movements, we're going to start a clock for 12 minutes, and you're going to go through these 3 movements, the indicated number of reps, as many times as you can in 12 minutes. When the 12 minutes is up, that's the end of the workout. So for better or for worse, this workout will be over in 12 minutes. Your score for the workout is going to be the number of completed rounds. So let's say I get through all 3 movements 3 times, plus any additional reps. So let's say I do 3 rounds and 10 more reps. My score would be 3 plus 10. And so you want to write that down. So that way the next time you do this, you can see your progress and see if you've improved. So our 3 movements, we have an overhead lunge, we have a push-up, and a plank shoulder tap. So the purpose of this workout is to get some cardiovascular stimulus outside of your endurance sport, to get some core control in 2 planes. One is anti-extension. So when runners get tired, particularly some runners who have extension-related back pain, they lose some core control here, and they end up running in kind of like this extended position. So the first plane that we're working the core is some anti-extension to get, while we're breathing and moving, some control through the core. Then we're going to work just some horizontal pushing strength to fatigue the shoulders, upper body, some of our postural support. And then we're going to work some torsional control, which means twisting or side to side, which is important for almost every endurance sport. Biking, we need that on the handlebars. Swimming, we need it as we pull. And running, we need some stability there as we rotate through the gait. So without further ado, let's get to the movements. So we have an overhead lunge. So we're going to go low anchor again. We're going to just clip it on, and then I'm going to step into the band. Then I'm going to bring it up so it's kind of at my chest here. And as always, we want strong wrists. We don't want to pull it back. And then I'm going to step out, and I'm going to press up overhead. We're going to stay here for all of our lunges. So I want to have active shoulders, meaning I'm trying to touch my knuckles to the ceiling. I want to stay active, but if you watch my low back, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be arched or extended in my low back. I want to have some engagement through the rib cage, through the core, bringing the tips of my ribs towards my belt line. I want to have some engagement through here, but you should still be able to breathe without extending, okay? My hands are a little narrow, so I'm just gonna widen them out. If you need to do that throughout the workout, that's okay. One hand's probably just outside the shoulders. Then we're gonna press up. I'm gonna get some good tension on this, and I'm gonna step back. Doesn't matter which side you start with, but we're gonna do all our reps on one leg to fatigue it before switching. So I'm gonna go with my right leg back, and then step forward. I want to be powerful through that front leg. Most of my weight is on my front leg. My knee is over the center of the foot. Some good lunge mechanics. And then we'll switch. If you can, we want to do all the reps, 10 on each side, without bringing the shoulders down to really work some stability through the shoulders and through the core. That's movement number 1. Movement number 2 is just going to be a push-up. So we're going to get here. Our push-up mechanics are, we want to get the shoulders externally rotated to get some stability through the shoulder. So crease of the elbow points forward. Some core engagement, meaning abs on again, and glute engagement in the back. So squeeze your butt tight. And then we're going to push up. Elbows are going to stay within 45 degrees. So either close against your shirt or just out a little bit. We don't want them out here because that can irritate the front of the shoulder. Hands are just outside the shoulders, and I want to kind of lead with my nose and my chest rather than my hips. If push-ups are challenging for you, I want you to do them at an incline. So I got a box here rather than your knees. So in incline, we keep the same mechanics. Meaning I can have my hands here, I can still externally rotate, and I still keep some of that core engagement. When we drop to the knees, the shoulders tend to dump forward and we lose that core stability. So I'd rather have you incline. Higher will be easier, lower will be more challenging, then drop into your knees. If you fatigue mid-workout and you're losing your form, and you start on the floor, just bring it up to a coffee table, a box, a chair, something you can elevate it mid-workout if you need to. Our last movement is going to be a plank shoulder tap. We have a full video on this, so I'm just going to go briefly over it. But we want the same position. Your arms might be a little fatigued now because we just had a set of push-ups. So you're going to finish your push-ups, stabilize through the shoulder, and then tap the opposite shoulder, keeping your body as still as you can, squeezing hard through the glutes and the core to keep things very stable. If you need to, you can widen the feet just a touch to give you a wider base of support, and then narrow it back up as you progress and make progress. So those are our 3 movements. We're going to do 10 reps of each. For the lunges and the shoulder taps, you're going to do 10 reps on each side, 10, 10, 10. You're going to set a clock and do this for 12 minutes. I'm just going to show you one full round so you can see what it might look like at full speed. Like all of our runner circuits, for about the first half, try to keep your breathing in and out through your nose to work some good diaphragmatic breathing as you start to fatigue. But we do want to work through this rapidly, so if you have to start using your mouth to breathe, do that. But as you switch movements, try to recover that nasal breathing. So as you finish the lunge, walk to the push-up, just take a couple big nasal breaths. Okay, so here we go. We're going to imagine that I started the clock for 12 minutes. I'm going to step in here, get my band just outside my shoulders, press it up. Now I'm going 10 on each side. I want to be pretty powerful through this leg. You can even drive the front leg up a little bit. Lost my balance, which means I'm going a little too fast. So I'm going to slow it down. 9, 10. I started losing my shoulders, elbows bending, so I want to repress out. 10. Okay. Drop that down and come to the push-up. If you start to fatigue before 10, but you don't want to go up to an incline yet, stop, shake the arms out, right back to it. 4. If you need to shake the arms out before your shoulder taps, you can. Get stable. And here is where I really try to bring it back to the breath as we're doing this core work. So I'm going to really focus in and out through the nose. All right, that's one round. So you'll go for 12 minutes. I forgot to mention on the shoulder taps, you can elevate those too if you need to. Okay? So you're going to do as many as you can in 12 minutes with good breathing and good technique. And have fun with this one.